I'm Jayden.
I'm Seán.
Do you ever hear any old ghost stories?
Yeah.
Loads.
Like what?
Like the Banshee.
And that my Grandad moved something down to my Nanna's if someone were related to died.
Tell me that story.
So my Nana was down in her house and there was a thing, like, it was like the clothes hanger, I think. It kept like falling onto the ground. Then like a week later someone died. I don't know who died though, all I know is they were related to me. Couldn't remember though.
And the Banshee one, you were meant, if you walk down the bank and you like touched, I think, a tree of a handprint, like it was like half gone, and if you touched it, the Banshee was meant to come. I heard this off my Nanna.
Go back to the first one. Tell me about the Bishop's Lady one, that story.
Yeah, that one, I from like 12 o'clock to 5:30, you're not meant to like walk over the bridge because the bishop will like bring you down or something like that. I haven't really heard the full story. I've heard like a bit of it, people talking about it like.
I heard about like the green lady in the swamp. Because like, I was walking down there with my Nana and she said that a woman died in there and that now she's like a green woman that kills people.
Yeah, I walked it with my Grandad and he said that the same thing, but he said one of his family members died because of it, like.
And was he serious, do you think?
He was 100% serious. I'd never seen him like he was a bit scared when he said it, because that was his dad that said it to him, and then his dad died then a week later. And he was scared to say it because he thought it happened to him.
So the green lady is like a green woman who died down in the island field at the swamp, and now whenever like people go in, I think she kills them. She drowns them or something.
Yeah, I heard the same story. My one was a bit different. She died, but you don't get dragged in. Like, she taunts you for a bit. Like, she like starts like throwing stuff around. Oh, that's what I heard. And then you get thrown into a swamp or something like that. That's what I heard.
If you go down to the Handball Alley and you touch all four corners, the Banshee will come out and one of your family members will die.
I heard the same story, yeah. I did it before, and then my great Grandad died. He was still alive, he was 92. He was turning 93 at the day after it happened.
Down at the Handball Alley, there was a Banshee on top of the Handball Alley combing a hair, and someone saw it and they ran away, and then one of the family members died. At Thomond Bridge, there was like a witch that was trying to throw, was it the Banshee over? And she was like clawing at it, and one of her hand marks is on the wall of the ground, and if you put your hand on top of it, you get bad luck.
I didn't hear much about it. That's what I heard, like. But like, when I heard it, I was scared because my mum was telling me the story, and then I touched the hand mark and then I got a week's bad luck. I don't really know the backstory of it, but I got new tackies, and then my mum was like, don't put them on the table, and then I was like, why? And then she was like, because you get bad luck, and I was like, but I already put them on the table, and then she said to me, now you have bad luck, and I was like, how? And she was like, because you put the tackies on the table, and I was like, why is that? And then she was like, I don't know, you just get it. She didn't hear the story, I didn't hear the story. So if you see one magpie, you say, like, you either make a friend to look at it, or you wave the bad luck by, or you bless yourself to say the bad luck go away. And if you are if you're on your own, like, you'd have to wave it away. But if you have a friend, you could tell the friend magpie, and you'll just tell him look, and then you will cancel out the bad luck.
Whenever my mother sees an ambulance, she blesses herself. She says it's like bad luck for the person inside, and they could die if she doesn't. That's all I really had.
If, like, you step on a crack, it's meant to say that you're breaking your mother's back. It never happened, but I think it's just that you don't step on a crack or something like that.
Yeah, it's supposed to, like, it's stepping on a crack will just give bad luck and break your mother's back.
I did it on purpose to see if it happened. That didn't happen.
Did you have Bonfire Night there recently?
Yeah, Bonfire Night, where you throw all, like, useless stuff into a fire and you make it lit.
Is it the last day of April or the first day of May?
Last day of April. You would get all your useless stuff in woods and timbers and all, and you throw it in, and it'd make the fire bigger, like. So you get to throw away every bit of useless stuff you have, and that's, like, I threw a load of useless stuff I had into the bonfire.
I didn't really throw anything I had in the shed, but, like, most of the years I get loads of timber on my back and fling it in.
And we used it the one there a couple of weeks ago.
Me and Jayden were there. We were throwing all the timber that other people had into it, because we didn't have anything, because I didn't have anything and Jayden didn't have anything. So we did get a pair on our gloves, because this one woman wanted us to bring down a load of crates from our backyard, and then
I knew where.
We did it, but I stopped because I threw basically everything in, and she still had a load more, and there was a lot of nettles in her backyard, so when you tried to get to them you get stung, and I was wearing short pants, so it was worse for me, and I just had a lot of needles in me, so I had to prick them out, like. And when you threw them in, when you got a bit too close, you'd have to back up a little and throw it in. And I was at home trying to prick out the needles from all of them because they were stuck into me.
When he left in, I helped carry down a little heavy dog box up. We flung it on the back of an electric scooter.
And so it was a bit nettly, and then you'd have to stomp on them, but, like, the grown-ups did a bit of that, and then they just left it, so you'd get nettled all the time, 24/7, all around the place.
And your mummies and daddies now from all Limerick city people, aren't they?
Yeah, my dad is from the island where he said he did a lot of bonfires, but he got nettled as well going into other people's backyards. And my mum, she's from Ballynanty, and they had all, like, posh bonfires where they had chairs, and then they just sat down and watched the fires lit.
We brought them
They had chairs and all.
They had fancy chairs now, like.
We took someone's couch and didn't we?
They had proper fancy chairs now, like.
Sitting off enjoying it, like.
They had cups of tea and all with them.
Oh, fancy.
We were bringing down brand new couches,
said
flinging on the fire.
That only the children were throwing in stuff, and they were like, it was like a pleasant night. That's what my mum said, and I was like, yeah, it must be pleasant for you anyway with your chairs. So, like, the bonfire night was like, you'd have to get a lot of wood, and you would have to start the fire first, and then when you light the fire you'd start throwing in stuff. But if the fire got too big, like, you'd have to stop for a bit and pile it all up and then throw it back in. And it reached to, like, the electric wire, so the electricity, I
It's
think,
hidden.
went out for a bit.
I think what?
They didn't go out, and then when you throw it in, you gotta be careful that you don't fall in as well, and you have to be minded that you don't get nettled in other people's backyards, just in case you have to take them all out. And my mum said she once got to sit on a chair out in Ballynanty. She was like, "Can I have this chair for a minute?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm just getting another cup of tea." She grabbed the chair and flung it into the fire. And then, "Where's the chair?" It's in the fire. And then she, the posh woman, she was very posh. She was from England, somewhere in England. She came back over and with another chair, and she said, "It's fine. I have another 58 chairs there for her."
58 chairs.
58 chairs. And then we went into the back garden, she said, and she saw another 58 chairs lined up just in case it happened again.